welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first visit to come and see me. I am Lucy and I am a mum of 3, very soon to be 4, and I would absolutely love to have you come along and subscribe and join in the fun if that's your kind of thing. But I'm going to crack straight on because today I'm going to share with you my 32 weeks pregnancy update. Right, so at 32 weeks, how am I doing? Well, mostly still pretty okay, I have to say. I definitely, it sounds really silly to say, I definitely know I'm pregnant these days. It's definitely something I'm conscious of when I move, when I sit, when I stand, when I'm on my feet for a long time. I'm no longer at that point where I can forget even really for a second that I'm pregnant, because I am just very aware of the fact that I'm housing a human inside my skin. The baby is definitely kind of very wriggly and making their presence very known all the time at the moment. So yeah, definitely can't forget I'm pregnant, but on the most part, still pretty much feeling pretty good. 32 weeks to me just seems completely bonkers that I'm at 32 weeks already. It feels like at the most about a month ago that I sat down and I talked about the fact that I had a positive pregnancy test and how thrilled I was that I was going to have this 4th baby, and how anxious I was, and how just all of those kind of initial feelings. That doesn't feel like it was that long ago, and it is just crazy to think in 8 or at the most like 10 weeks there's going to be another little human living here, and it's just a bit crazy really. And I'm so excited. I was talking about this with Rich at the weekend, and he sort of said, you know, what are you looking forward to? Is there anything you're really anxious about? And he said that he reckoned I'd be looking forward to breastfeeding, and I successfully managed to breastfeed the other 3, so I am really hopeful that I'm going to be able to breastfeed again, and I am looking forward to that. I'm mostly just looking forward to having a baby in the house again, and those newborn cuddles, and kind of really relishing every moment of having a tiny, tiny little life in our hands again. I'm just so excited about it. And actually I can't really even think of anything I'm that worried about. There are sort of times when I think, God, this is going to be fun when there's 4 of them and Rich isn't here. But mostly I'm just kind of excited to get on with it now. The kids are so excited. We're not ready, but emotionally I feel like we're kind of getting ready now to welcome another little person. I have been to the midwife again since my last check. Did I last check in at 30 weeks? I think I did. I've been to see the midwife again. That was a 31 week check, I think, and everything is looking great. All of my blood pressure is still considered really quite low. My urine was all fine. They were very sort of happy with baby's movements. Baby seems to still be in a head down position. I've got a bottom kind of up on the, doesn't really seem to move around very much now. I seem to have a bottom kind of on my right hand side at the top of the bump. And then I seem to sort of have all the sort of kicks and foot movement up at the top now. Heart rate all still looks great. I am now measuring over on kind of the height, when they do the height of where your top of your uterus is. I'm measuring over. I wasn't massively surprised to hear that I was measuring over, because that seems to be a pattern with me. Once I get kind of into the 30s, it's like it all kind of comes up height wise. So I am now off the top of the growth chart, which is not a worry when it only happens once. But if I measure over again at my next appointment, they will send me for a growth scan just to make sure everything's all right. But they're not worried about it. I'm not worried about it, because this just seems to be the way that I carry my babies. As far as kind of symptom wise, I'm still pretty much, seems to have been like the story of this pregnancy, pretty much symptom free. I'm getting occasional heartburn, but it always seems to be right after I've eaten dinner some evenings. So it's definitely related to something that I'm eating, but I can't seem to work out what the relationship is and what it is that I'm eating that's upsetting me. So, and it's not even at the point where I'm needing to take Rennie for it at the moment. I'm making do with Love Hearts. I saw somewhere online, I can't remember where, that like the chalkiness of Love Hearts really helps, and obviously tastes a bit nicer than Rennie, and is a bit cheaper than Rennie. So I've just kind of, on the nights when it's bad, I just kind of sit and munch my way through half a packet of Love Hearts, and that seems to do the trick. So yeah, when I say I've got heartburn, that is literally like me scraping the barrel to find some sort of interesting symptom to tell you about, because it's really not that bad. I would definitely still say mostly just breezing through and feeling fine. Like I said at the beginning, I'm starting to feel a little bit more uncomfortable. I'm very aware of the fact I've got a bump. If I have done too much during the day, I really ache by the evenings, and I'm definitely not sleeping as well now. I'm not getting up for a wee or anything, I'm just not comfortable. I'm fidgeting a lot in the night and I can't really seem to get in a position that's comfy. But yeah, so I kind of feel like I'm not sleeping that great, but I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and that's kind of a little bit to be expected. And it's not every night. Some nights I seem to kind of go to bed and it's like I die for a few hours and I don't move, and those nights I feel really rested, and then other nights I'm really fidgety. I think it kind of depends on whether the baby is really wriggling around at night a lot, or whether I'm really tired enough. I'm finding that if I go to bed later and I'm super tired by the time I go to bed, that I sleep better. So I'm trying to go to bed a bit later to kind of mean that I get better sleep. Does that make sense? Basically, I'm definitely into nesting mode now. I've started washing tiny baby things. I've started moving stuff around the house, so there's a place to kind of store the baby bits. I would say that we're nowhere near ready. I do need to, in the next couple of weeks, on my to-do list is to pack my hospital bag. So if I check in at 34 weeks and I say I haven't packed my hospital bag, can you all nag me? Because I really want to have it packed by then. But yeah, I've started washing some of the older bits of the older kids, the kind of gender neutral kind of whites and vests and baby grows and that kind of thing. And I need to start washing the kind of new bits that I've picked up as well, to make sure that everything's kind of all clean and fresh and ready and folded and put away. But I do now, just over there out of eyeshot, I have a drawer full of folded up tiny baby clothes, which makes me very excited. It's just really nice to have a space ready with baby stuff. I did talk last time about the fact that I'd also got into like crazy crochet prep mode, and I finished that blanket that I showed you last time, so that's all done, ready for baby to have, and it's got a nice bright rainbow border. I'm really proud of how it's come out, and I'm just really excited now to have my new baby wrapped up in this new blanket, which is very cute and exciting. How many times do you reckon I said exciting? I think I've said exciting quite a lot. Sorry about that. So where is baby at 32 weeks? Well, baby, they reckon, is now weighing in at about 4 pounds, which is pretty good weight really when you think about it. I am anticipating a baby in the vicinity of about 8 pounds. Dylan was £7.1. Everly was £7.14 or 13. Oh God, I'm such a bad mum. So she was £7.14, I'm almost positive of it. And then Quinn was £8.3. So all of my babies have got increasingly a little bit bigger. So I'm definitely anticipating an 8 pound region jobby. I don't really anticipate the baby being much bigger than in the 8 pound region. I don't really want one that's much bigger than that really. But yeah, I'm kind of anticipating a baby in the 8 pound region. So to hear that at round about now, baby is in the 4 pound region, that's kind of like halfway there, kiddo, like nearly at birth weight, which is exciting. I was talking about this with Rich the other day. I feel like lately I've definitely reached the point where, and I remember this with all of the others, it doesn't really cross your mind up until a certain point, and then when the birth feels really a bit more imminent, I'm suddenly really intrigued to just meet this little person, because I feel like I know this little person quite well. Like, this little person is beating the crap out of me all day, every day. I kind of feel so close emotionally to this little person, but at the same time I don't know what they look like. I don't know what their hair's gonna be like and their eyes gonna be like, and I've definitely with all the others and with this one, I've definitely reached that point now where I'm just really intrigued to meet this person. I want to know whether they're going to look, whether they're going to be sort of fairer and more like Quinn and more sort of blondie, whether I'm going to have another blue-eyed one. Chances are I reckon I'm going to get another brown-eyed one. But, you know, the big two have got brown eyes, and then Everly's got kind of the darker hair. Are they going to be sort of more darker skinned like Rich with the kind of good like olivey skin? Or are they going to be more kind of peachy pinky like me? I've definitely reached that point now where I'm just really intrigued now to see whether they're going to look more like Dylan or Everly or Quinn, or maybe completely different again, or maybe they're going to be really, really like Rich, or really, really like me, or really, really like someone else in the family. Something I have not mentioned at all is names. Yeah, so we're having some name issues, it could be said. Basically, when it comes to girls' names, we don't have anything at all. We had enough trouble coming up with a name for Quinn, and anybody that knows, like, we use her middle name, so her name is Ashlyn Quinn, and it took us ages to get anything that we vaguely liked with her, and this time we can't really find stuff. I keep finding things that I like that Rich thinks are too wacky, and none of them do I love enough to really, really fight the cause with him. So we are really drawing a blank on girls' names. So if you can think of a girl's name that goes with Dylan and Everly and Quinn, then that would be grand. Similarly, we're doing slightly better with boys' names, but we don't agree on anything. So Rich has his shortlist and I have my shortlist, and he has ones he really loves and I have ones I really love, but there is no crossover. So yeah, we're not doing much better with boys' names. We do at least have shortlists for boys, whereas for girls we have nada. Not doing very well at all with those. So I have definitely been enjoying lately watching YouTube baby name videos. I have been watching my lovely friend SJ. She has some fantastic ones. Do check her out if you're looking for baby names too. But please hit me with names, because I'm slightly conscious that in 8 to 10 weeks I'm going to meet this person, and at the moment I'm not really sure what they're going to be called, which is a bit worrying really. So I think that's basically all I have to talk about. So all that is left now is to show you the bump, which, as I already warned you, is measuring over, and I think suddenly looks massive. Let me know what you think. To be fair, this top that I'm in doesn't make it look as massive as I feel like it is, but let's have a look at the little bump, or the not so little bump. Let's turn it out of the way. So there we go. Some days I feel like it's really up really high, but it just feels like it's quite low down today. There's still quite a like sizable squidgy bit, but sometimes it feels like it's solid, like right up here. So yeah, so that was the bumpity bump, and that is it from me. As I said at the beginning, if you are new and you are watching this and you are 32 weeks pregnant or around abouts and you want to follow on this journey, please make sure you're subscribed so that you can follow us. I'm going to be doing slightly more regular pregnancy updates now I'm near the end, because I feel like, you know, it's that last final countdown, and it's nice to kind of have a few more videos. And then I will obviously be sharing lots of baby stuff when the baby is here, so I would love to have you following along if you're kind of interested in the whole pregnancy baby journey thing. And I will see you again in another couple of weeks. I'm going to pop in with a 34-week update, by which point I'll probably have a little bit more news on whether I need a growth scan or not. So you don't want to miss that one, do you? And I will see you again really, really soon. Bye everyone.